All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're ready to go. And this is fight 3 on tonight's card. Introducing, fighting out of the red corner. He weighed in at 66.2 kilos, fighting from the Nuxu gym under the guidance of Boy Pramari. He's wearing the blue trunks with the silver piping. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Salvatore Signorino. And ladies and gentlemen, waiting in the blue corner, primed and ready for the contest. This young man comes from Thursday Island. He stopped the scales at 61.2 kilos. We've got some Thursday Island supporters up there. Fighting out of the Zendar Kez boxing gym, where he's looked after by Greg Hooper. He's wearing the green and blue trunks, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up for Ryan Shibaski. Ladies and gentlemen, this bout scheduled for 4 by 3-minute rounds of boxing. Lightweight boxing indeed. Your referee in charge, Mr. Tony Kettlewell, as the lovely Lara lets us know that round 1 is coming up.
Once again, another warm welcome to everyone at home who's just joined us, whether it's on Fox Sports or Epicenter TV. I'm Kylie Meehan, and I'm joined here by Nathan DiCarlo, here in the sugar capital of Australia, the beautiful city of Mackay in Queensland. And there's a few sponsors we'd like to thank: Woolen Constructions, Bill Chaser, and also Oxworks, who is the major sponsor for Liam Paro, who will be our main event tonight. In the meantime, Nathan, we've got a good matchup, it looks like here.
Yeah, both boys, one fight each. One's had a win, one's had a loss. Obviously, Signorino, who's coming out of the red corner tonight. His last fight, or his only fight, was back in 2017, and it was a loss to Jacob NG, which is obviously no disgrace in that. He's a leading contender, probably one of the leading prospects here in Australia, Jacob NG.
A very exciting fighter who will be joining us, I believe, later on in the night. We look forward to that. Look forward to hearing his insight of the fight game, and also a little bit of talk about his ring introduction, which is always very, very exciting. But in the meantime, we've got a good fight here. And these guys are looking to mix it. They're looking to land here in their first round. Not so much feeling out. Maybe that could be because they've only had one fight apiece. They're just looking to land and show their skills.
Yeah, both boys only one fight, but they already look settled. They're very conditioned well, both boys, and they look confident, both fighters, for only having a fight each.
Yeah.
You can see that they look more experienced than what they are.
They also look relaxed. They're nice and calm. You know, when they land a shot, you look at their body language, they are relaxed. Even though they're looking to be busy, they're keen, but they are very relaxed, which is always a good sign.
Salvatore Signorino, obviously he's switch hitting here. He's gone from a southpaw stance to an orthodox stance. He's already switched a couple of times throughout this fight, trying to confuse his opponent. Obviously very inexperienced Ryan Shibaski.
Shibaski, I think he likes to be known as Shiba from the Thursday Island. What I like about him, what I like that I'm seeing, is the look in his eye. His eyes are very focused and he's nice and relaxed.
Salvatore catching his opponent there with a really good left hook and trying to double it up there, but just missing the mark.
He looks confident, Salvatore. He looks very, very confident. And looks like a puncher.
Yeah, even his ring entry was a confident one. So when you come in like that, you got to know how to fight. And two good shots there from Shibaski himself.
There were good shots off the jab, and what was good was Salvatore just jumped straight back on him, which is what you want to see as a coach. You know what I mean? You don't want to see your fighter get hit and just stand and go into a defensive. You want to see him straight back in. Looking to counter there, Salvatore, and he's done it well.
You can see definitely his left hook is his best punch, and there it is again for Salvatore. He's really trying to find a home for that left hook, and there's a left rip there that hits the mark.
Ooh, good first round. Good first round from Salvatore. Nice and relaxed, nice and composed, and he went to the body.
And Shiba, Ryan Shibaski. He's in the room. Sit down. Our sponsors, Woolen Constructions, Craig Percival, and Oxworth, Glenn Hosking. Also DSS Law, David Sorbert, the Rhino Range by Thor, Steel Rhine, a great supporter of Ace Boxing, Nabba Plumbing, Nate and Baz, Action Metal Recycling, Ronnie Womlet, DeBella Group, Great Coffee, DeBella Coffee, Phil DeBella, Madison Sports. They look after the amateurs and the pros, and thanks to Brian Carmody and the team from Madison, Pinnacle Homes, Mick Irwin, and Halo Consulting,
boys, 10 seconds.
and Paul. Seconds down. Round two. Come on, people, make some noise. That's all your favourite fighter. Here you go for Shiba in the blue. Got Salvatore in the red.
Salvatore Signorino from the red corner and Ryan Shibaski from the blue. As Salvatore just trips over there, it's a little bit slippery seemingly in the center of the ring. He's a sharp fighter. He seems very, very relaxed, does Salvatore. He's got that nice look about him. He just wants to counter when Ryan Shibaski leads. Shiba, the fighter from Thursday Island, he's got nice punches as well. And I like the way his eyes, he looks so focused. He's got to watch those hooks, and he's got to watch them here when he's in the corner or against the ropes.
Yeah, Salvatore is throwing every punch with intent. He's got intent to hurt his opponent. He's loading up every punch, and there's that left hook again that I spoke about earlier. He's definitely favours that punch, but even his right hand, every time he throws it.
He wants to do damage.
Yeah, he definitely.
You know, these guys have only had one fight apiece, but so far I've seen a vary in the arrangement of punches, which is good to see. I've seen them both go to the body. I've seen them both throw combinations. I've seen them both try and cut the ring off. I've seen them both try and hold the center of the ring. So they are obviously very well schooled. You know, they've only had one pro fight each at this stage, but they're doing good.
Yeah, and varying their shots too, especially for one fight each. They're going to the body well. They're leading to the body. There's another one there from Shiba. Leading to the body and then coming up through the middle. A good variation of punches from both fighters.
That left hook you mentioned from Salvatore, I think that's his money shot. If he can land that, you know, he's going to be a happy fighter. The more times he can land that, the better for him. Ryan Shiba seems to be a very hard target to land on, though. He's, like he said, he's got his eye focused. He's very, very focused. He throws his shots, then he gets out. Or he holds his hands up and goes defensive. This is what, a 4-round fight?
Yep, 4 rounds.
The thing is, if Shibaski starts getting tired, that's when he'll start getting hit. So it's interesting to see how his condition is, because right now it's the 2nd round. He's doing well at hitting and then moving.
And that was a good change of angles there from Salvatore.
Yep.
He's missing with his first shot, but then coming through with it on a different angle, trying to hit him with another shot. And there's a good right hand there from Salvatore.
We notice he lands those punches when Shibaski starts slowing down on his footwork. When he stays there and he's able to, when Salvatore's able to get closer to him, that's when he's able to land those punches on Shiba. Shiba's got to keep those feet work. You know, he's got to keep up that footwork. Land his punches and move. Like I mentioned before, it's gonna show how good his fitness is.
And Salvatore, obviously being the smaller fighter, he wants to be as close as he can to his opponent to break down his advantages.
This is exactly where Salvatore wants him, and this is where he needs to throw those big shots. And I'd like to see him go to the body here. Go to the body and end up over the top.
And once again, we see him switch hit back to the southboard stance just to confuse things more for his opponent.
Good, close, competitive round. What'd you see here, Nate?
Yeah, I think it was a Salvatore round. He marched on his opponent and hit him with that big left hook. He found a home for it a couple of times throughout this round and was probably the more aggressive throughout that round, definitely.
I think the fight is going to be like that. Salvatore's always going to be trying to get in close, you know, and Shiba's going to try and keep him out. I think Shiba's fitness is starting to tell. I might be wrong, but he looks to be getting a little bit tired up that 2nd round. And I think Salvatore's going to have more success if he can catch Shiba. If Shiba's fitness is not where it should be, he's going to be in trouble.
I agree with that 100%. I think it is starting to tell. You can see he started to retreat more in that 2nd round.
You look at Salvatore now, he's not puffing at all. He's in great condition. And that's always dangerous when you're the taller boxer trying to, you know, fight off the littler, shorter guy with the heavier hands. When the shorter guy's coming in and when he's in great condition, it's a hard night in the office.
Oh, and another good left hook there and he's trying to find a double up right there. 2 left hooks in a row. One hit, one didn't. But here he's marching back forward onto the front foot, Salvatore.
And this is what you know, the both corners have planned. The taller guy needs to use his straight punches and keep Salvatore out. Salvatore has to get close, land those left hooks, because that, like I mentioned before, is his money shot. We can tell that's his money shot.
There's a good left body rip there from Shiba.
Beautiful left body rip. See, this is where Salvatore needs to go to work. He comes to the body and he comes up, he finishes over the top, does Salvatore, and that's good. He switches here, but I like to see him just sit down, left rip, right rip, and that money shot, the left hook. In the meantime, Shiba's coming and he's bringing the fight to him, and this is where he needs to show his footwork. In my opinion, Shiba would like nothing more than to be able to slow down the pace of this fight with that long jab. Jab, that move, keep it nice and relaxed, nice and slow. But Salvatore is having none of that. He's coming close and he's making it messy and he's making it tough. And that is exactly what he needs to do.
Exactly. Shiba needs to be in the center of the ring because that's where all these advantages are. Obviously off his long jab, but Ryan on the Salvatore on the other hand, he wants his opponent against the ropes.
Every time he gets his opponent against the ropes, he does go to work. So far, so good. He has been going to work. Shiba, on the other hand, he is doing good when he keeps his opponent in the middle of the ring as well. One of these, this fight is up for grabs, and it's up to both of these fighters to reach out and just take this fight by the horns and shake it. Here comes Salvatore. This is where he needs to work his opponent. He can't let Shiba out so easily like that. He needs to throw those body shots and needs to sink them in.
Yeah, and he can't throw single punches. He needs to double them up because the second one will most of the time will land.
Shiba looks to be breathing heavy, but he's still there. He still has enough fitness to let his hands go. As Salvatore pressures, puts his hands down, he's feeling confident, he's looking for that nice sharp counter punch, and he wants to come with that big bomb. He wants to finish with that left hook that you mentioned earlier, Nate.
Yep. In this early part of their career, I still like practice makes perfect. If you practice now to keep your hands down, when you get into the tougher fights, Carly, it's going to become a trait that you keep with you, and it's going to stay with you, and it might catch up with you later on when you've got a better fighter in front of you.
What I tell my fighters that I'm helping out or training, if you put your hands down, know when your hands are down. Don't have your hands down thinking they're up. You drop your hands, know that you're dropping your hands and use your distance wisely. Because it is a bad trait to have your hands down when you're not realizing it. And I hope that makes sense to all the non-boxers at home. Salvatore choosing to stand up between rounds, and we can see there from the hand action that his trainers one hip, body, uppercut, and then come over the top.
Seconds down.
Box. Let's go.
Fourth
Touch him
and
up.
final round. Come on, let's hear it.
Fourth and final round, 4 of 4. Like another competitive fight between Ryan Shibasaki and Salvatore Signorino. Signorino on the front foot once again.
Very close fight. Once again, Salvatore's pushing the action, and Shiba's able to in-fight here and keep him out with that jab. But every time he keeps him out, once Salvatore comes in again, Shiba fights back at the end of that exchange, which is good to see from the taller fighter. Close fight here. Both guys know this is the last round, and they're giving it their all, but they are still staying very, very relaxed as they choose their shots.
Yeah, Shiba having a bit of success with that right hand, catching his opponent a couple of times on the way in.
I like what I'm seeing here. It's a good fight. It's a good matchup of styles, and these guys are bringing out the best of each other.
Get it out.
Shiba has to be strong. He has to stay composed, and he has to throw his punches. Otherwise, Salvatore is coming right in on him. Salvatore, he has to come in right in on him, or that jab and that overhand right are going to land.
And there's that left hook once again from Salvatore, and the right hand to follow.
Like I mentioned, every time Salvatore has some success, Shiba comes right back with him with his hooks. It's a good matchup. It's a good fight.
Yeah,
it's the last round, and they're fighting like it is the last round, Nate.
Yeah, they're fighting fire with fire, both boys, and there's 2 and 3 good punches there from Shiba.
These guys know in the last round you have to pull it out. You have to, as they say, pull your pants up and fight, and that's exactly what they're doing now. As Salvatore wraps up Shiba, who has him pinned against the ropes.
Especially in such a close fight like this could be the clutch round that really separates the winner from the loser.
I agree, and the people of Mackay, the crowd here, they're loving what they're seeing. They appreciate it. There's so many good fighters these days coming from Mackay, and they do love watching a good fight. As usual, here comes Salvatore looking to get close. Here's Shiba trying to keep him out. Very even matchup and a good scrap, Nathan DiCarlo.
Yeah, both boys. Hats off to both of them. They've both brought their A game here, and whoever gets this win deserves it thoroughly. And a good right hand there from Salvatore, but here comes Shiba with his own punches back.
That was a beautiful left-right combination from Shiba, who's got Salvatore against the ropes now, but Salvatore's in great condition. Shiba sucks it in and just forces him. He's feeling the pinch in this last round. Good fight. I hope everyone at home watching it on Fox or Epicenter TV is enjoying it.
1-2 combination there from Salvatore, catching the gloves, but a right hand getting through there from Shiba.
But whatever happens tonight, I can see a promising future for both of these fighters. The skill level is good. You know, their heart and condition is great too. Hats off to both these combatants.
A great competitive fight.
A 3-minute rounds. We'll wait for the judge's decision.
There was that left hook you like, Nathan, that he missed, Salvatore missed. And I think Shiba was lucky he missed that one. It was a big left hook that he threw from nowhere.
Yeah, from the first round, he was catching him with that left hook, and he obviously kept on going back there because he kept on having success.
Looking forward to Jacob NG joining us on the next fight between Lachlan O'Shea and Alex Storty.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have a decision. Before I give the decision, would you put your hands together for both Salvatore and also Ryan? They put on a great contest tonight. The judges saw it this way, ladies and gentlemen. Judge Phil Austin adjudged the fight 39-38. Judge Adam Height adjudged the fight 38-38. And Judge Rodney Marsh adjudged the fight 40-36. We have a majority decision to the blue corner, Ryan Shibaski.